Hey everyone, I'm Marin Fuentes. Thank you for joining my video presentation about Gone Girls, the Long Island Serial Killer, a 2025 Netflix documentary that really opened my eyes to how easily a serial predator can slip through the cracks. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you how the film uses both cold, hard facts and deeply personal stories to make us care. And I hope to make us think about what happens when we look away. Introduction. So picture this, you're scrolling through the local news feed on Long Island, and story after story pops up. Women missing near beach. Family seeks answers after disappearance. It goes on for years, but nobody connects the dots. Gone Girls flips the script by gathering 15 cases from 1996 to 2010, putting us in the detective shoes. We see crime scenes, photos, hear from frantic 911 calls, and meet the real people and detectives, journalists, and relatives who've been haunted by these losses. By the end, you realize this isn't a random spate of bad luck. It's one killer, a psychotic killer, taking these girls. The film argues that a blend of law enforcement blind spots, media apathy, and community silence let a psychotic predator get away with all these cases and missing girls for years. Logo's appeal. What grabbed me at first was that the interactive map. You see Long Island coastline, then suddenly little pin pops up. One at Gilligo Beach, then another at Oak Beach. Then a cluster further east. On the side, a timeline rolls from 1996 all the way to 2010. Under each pin, you get hard data, dates, victims, ages between 25 and 42. Even travel routes based on NYPD records. That isn't just decoration, it's a film saying, look, these cases line up too perfectly to be random. By turning coast stats into a moving graphic, the documentary makes it impossible to shrug off these isolated innocents incidents. You literally watch the pattern emerge, and that builds a rock solid logical foundation for its argument. Pathos. Then there's a moment that hits you in the gut. The sister of one victim opens a wooden box and reveals a tarnished silver locket engraved MB 97. You hear her voice crack. She was my baby, they say. The camera holds on that locket while we see home videos of Melissa dancing at her own birthday party years before. In that instant, the story moves off the map and into a living room where family still waits for answers. That blend of artifact and raw emotion transforms stats into real people. I found myself wiping away tears, not because the filmmakers forced it, but because they trusted real grief to do the work. So here's what Gone Girls leaves us with. On one hand, the logos of the map and timeline reveal a cold, unmistakable pattern. On the other hand, the pathos of personal artifacts and heart-wrenching interview remind us that these aren't dots on a screen. They're lives cut short. Together they drive it home the film's thesis. When we ignore missing persons cases and let institutions like the other way, predators can keep operating under our noses. My hope is that this documentary sparks more than discussion. It sparks action. So no more Gone Girls fade into obscurity. And here's my reference, The Long Island Serial Killer, 2025 Netflix documentary. Thank you for hearing my speech. I hope you check out the show and have a good one.